Hi everyone, I want to share with you some of my goals that I have made for my healthy journey, and I hope this inspires you to make your goals as well on your healthy journey if you haven't done so already. So the first thing you want to do is you want to figure out what is it that you want to get out of this diet. The first thing that I want to get out of this diet is to be off of all my medication, especially insulin. The second important thing is opportunity. So what kind of social support do you have? Do you have a social network like your family or friends who can support you in getting through this? I have my husband, and I also have this YouTube as my accountability. So I have you all. So when you're thinking about making goals, think about how can you find opportunities to help support you to obtain these goals. The third thing is your approach. How are you going to approach getting to this diet? And you want to be practical here. So you want to think about what it is that you are going to do. For example, are you going to be on the 800 calorie diet, the rapid fast stage, and for how long? Usually you want to start out at 2 weeks minimum and then decide from there. And some people, they might decide that, how I want to approach it is I want to just try the 5-2 diet first, where 5 days you're eating regularly, regular Mediterranean type foods, and then in 2 days you can do the 800 calorie restriction, still on the Mediterranean diet. And then some people will just decide that they want to just start incorporating the Mediterranean food first. So you decide what works best for your lifestyle and what you can do. And also, are you going to be incorporating time restricted eating, where you're only eating within a certain period of time, and so the other period of time you're fasting? So as for me, my approach is that I am on the stage 1, which is the 800 calorie rapid weight loss. I'm on week 4 right now, and I've decided that I wanted to do my best to stay in this first stage for at least 8 weeks minimum. Then every day I do time restricted eating, and so I try my best to do like 1 meal a day, where I only eat 1 hour out of the 24 hours. I try to wait out for 24 hours, and if I cannot do that and I'm just really hungry, I do listen to my body. So if I'm hungry, I eat between like 12 or 1, and then I stop eating at 6 o'clock. So that's my eating window, from 12 to 6 p.m. And I try to stay within that 800 calorie every day. Some days I will go over the 800 calories if I'm not careful about weighing my food, and then a lot of days actually I go under the protein recommendation of 50 to 60 grams of protein, but I try my best to reach that goal so that I can feel good. Dr. Mosley gives you, flexibility in what works best for you and your lifestyle right now. So do what you feel is the best for you at this time. The fourth thing is to look for successes. So every day I weigh myself. I do a daily login of my weight, my blood sugar fasting, my bedtime blood sugar, my inches, even my neck inches, and I'll talk about that in a minute. Just having this overall little success that you do every day, and maybe one day you may weigh more. Like this morning I weighed 164 pounds, whereas yesterday I weighed 163. It's not a big deal because my waist is still 37 inches. So there's always success, and you find little success and celebrate it and be happy about that every day, and that helps you get through the day. Sometimes I'm just wanting to drink enough water so that I feel hydrated, so I'm not thirsty anymore, and that might be my goal for that morning. So do whatever you can do to celebrate these daily small changes in your body every day. And it doesn't even have to be anything that you can measure. It could just be your mood, or your mental clarity, or your positivity. I think that that's so helpful too when you are on this diet, to find positivity in your journey. So I keep a journal here of my health goals, and my goal is to be off all medication, like I said. So I went down and listed what my goals were, and number 2 is I want to be at a healthy weight for my height. So I am 5'3", 5 feet 3 inches, and I want to be at a healthy weight and size. So when I say weight, I want to be at least 120 pounds. Now for me, that idea is crazy because I haven't been 120 pounds since high school, and that's just so far-fetched. Like whenever I have made goals in the past, it has always been, my goals in the past has always been, okay, I want to lose 10 pounds or 5 pounds, and I would be so happy and do small goals. But in the book it says, you know, there's research that says that women who actually make goals that are like far-fetched and that are very out there, you're more likely to succeed and be successful. So then I was like, you know what, I am going to give it all. I want to be 120, and that is a normal range for me, is to be 120 pounds. And so I want that, and I will try for that. And if I fall short of that, it's okay, because I will be successful regardless, because I'm going towards that, in my eyes anyway. Now as far as your inches, you take your height and you divide it by half, and that should be the healthy size that you should be. So my goal for my waist is 31.5 inches. Most important of all, my fasting sugar. In the morning, I want to be at 100 milligrams over deciliter. Now, and I want to be under 100, because the 100 to 125 milligrams over deciliter, that is a pre-diabetic range, and if you're under 100, then you are no longer pre-diabetic. One of my other goals is neck size. So a neck size of 16 for women, and 16 inches for women, and then 17 inches for men. That is the size that you want to be at or lower, in order for you to not snore. And snoring can cause, you know, other things like when you're snoring and you can't breathe, it could cause sleep apnea and just a lot of complications. So for me, my neck size has finally gone down to 16 inches, which was at 17 inches when I first started this diet, and I don't snore anymore. So those are just some of the goals that I've set for myself, and you set goals that are good for you, that you feel that are obtainable, that you can do. Now for me, this is not going to be a 3-month goal where at the end of this 3-month journey, I'm going to be able to be 120 pounds and I'm going to have all this. It's just a work in progress, and so I hope that I get a jump start like these 3 months. So I'm 1 month in, but I'm just hoping that I get a jump start on everything, and so that eventually my goal actually will be for next year, giving myself this leeway of next year. But I'm trying really hard to go at it, like really rapidly, because in the book it says that if you are if you lose a lot of weight, and if you go at it, you know, you lose a lot in the beginning, it's predictive of how well you will do in the future. So for me, I'm giving it my all, especially when I'm still motivated, and in hopes that I will reach my goal faster. No matter if it's 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now, you know, I think that this is a journey that I will have to keep pushing every day. And guys, it's a struggle. Like today, every day, I think every day during a fast time, like after I fasted and I'm eating, or after I've eaten, or right before that, just around like time to eat, I get so frustrated with this, you know, when I'm like, gosh, you know, I wish I could eat more. I wish I could eat carbs. I wish I could do this and that. And then sometimes if I go over my amount that I'm supposed to eat, I get really down on myself, and I'm like, gosh, you know, I should just give up. I'm not doing this right. I'm not losing weight. Or if I wake up and my blood sugar is higher than it was the other day, I'm really hard on myself, and I want to give up. But really, don't give up. You know, when you start self-doubting yourself and start negatively talking to yourself, don't listen to that other voice. Push through and look at your goals and your motivation and why you want to do this. Sometimes you forget when you're so hangry, right? And so it helps to be reminded of these things and why you are doing this. And lastly, I think that the most important thing is just to be kind to yourself and be patient with yourself. And I am my worst critic, and I'm very hard on myself. But I tell myself that, you know, I have to be kind to myself and love myself, and that's the only way that I can move forward on this journey. I'm hoping to continue every day my 23-hour fast and 1 meal a day at 800 calories and 50 grams of protein every day minimum to 60. And hopefully I will be able to give you a good report this Thursday. So until then, have a good day. Bye.